Hey everyone, Amanda Mazey, Country Roads Trust, Wren Baker, WVU Athletic Director. Thank you so much for joining us in this beautiful, brand new Clark Mountaineer Club at the Coliseum.
No question. So this is a great new facility. We just opened it up. We're going to have our student athletes training table in here, so they eat here a couple times a day. Then it's a club on Mountaineer game days. And then it also is going to be a place where we can do outside events and make some revenue, wedding receptions, birthday parties, that kind of stuff. And so if you're interested in booking it, you can call our staff. But it's a great addition to our facilities here. And really, when you look at what we've done with the APC and now here, a lot of our Olympic sport athletes are getting the same kind of experience that football, men's basketball, all of those are getting. So we're really excited about it.
Absolutely. One of the great new additions to your first year. You're about to end your first year. Had some ups, had some downs, but ending on a great note. Let's talk about men's soccer playing in the College Cup, women's basketball, red hot right now, and of course, football playing in the Duke's Mayo Bowl, December 27th against North Carolina. So ending this year on a high note.
No question about it. And, listen, there's been some challenging times this first year, but that happens in positions of leadership. And so I never dwell on those. When you go back, both of our basketball teams made the NCAA tournament last year. Baseball won a conference championship. Women's soccer won a conference championship. Fast forward this year, we had some tremendous home soccer matches. So happy for Coach Stratford, that staff. They're great people. Man, they're humble. They work hard. That team, those kids have had a great run. Football, they go from being preseason pick 14th to having the season that they had, and now get a chance to go to and compete in the Duke Mayo Bowl. And I hear that you volunteered to be dunked in Mayo in place of Coach Brown. So
I'll do it.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Do whatever I have to do.
Whatever she has to do. But yeah, we're really excited, and certainly our basketball programs are off and running, and hoping to get we've gotten some good news and some additions back up for our men's team. We hope to get even some more, but really excited about what the women are doing.
I have to say, Country Roads Trust, too, we're ending on a high note as well, and we can't thank you enough for your support behind the scenes and obviously publicly. We've had a big jump in our membership, and that is super important right now. The football transfer portal is open, and as each year goes on with NIL, it's going to take more money. So the fact that we have this good foundation that we're going into 2024 is really important for NIL as well.
There's no question. I mean, there's been a lot of conversation in the last few days just with Charlie Baker kind of lobbing out there could be a new division, a new model, and how does WVU fit into that? And I have great confidence that no matter what division or models there are out there, that we will always do what we have to do to compete at the highest levels. And what gives me confidence is to see what our fans are doing in Country Roads Trust. And thanks to all of you. I mean, that was so fun watching the memberships grow over those first few days, and I would love to see us continue that through the end of the year. I mean, how remarkable would it be if we get to 1,500 by the time we got to Christmas? We might even let somebody dunk me and you in Mayo.
Let's do it, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I think that would be awesome. But just want to say thank you to everybody out there. Thank you to you, Stephen, Grant, the whole staff at Country Roads Trust, and certainly Mr. Kendrick and Oliver for all that they put into it, because it is a point of every conversation you have with student athletes. Is it number one on everybody's radar? No. But is it on number one on some? Yes. And is it a point of conversation in every recruiting visit? It definitely is, and it's definitely important in terms of retention as well.
I know that NIL has changed so much since it began. What do you see in 2024 happening? Is it too early, or is there just so much out there it's hard to tell?
Yeah, I think there's a lot out there to tell. I mean, our relationship is great, and so I would put the way that CRT and the athletic department interface and communicate, and the way that our student athletes get treated in the top 2 or 3% in the country. Of some of the stories I hear in ADs I talk to, some people have multiple collectives. Sometimes there's not a lot of cooperation and not a lot of coordination in the way that they're operating. And so there are some who would like to see collectives brought in-house. I don't, because I love the relationship that we have. If there is a revenue share at some point, what does that look like? But here's what we know right now. Right now we know that NIL is allowed. Outside collectives are allowed, like Country Roads Trust, and that is playing very prominently in the recruitment and retention of student athletes. And so if you want to have successful programs, you have to have successful NIL opportunities, and Country Roads Trust is the only collective for us that is out doing those. And I know we have some individual deals that are done as well, and that's great too. So we're thankful for those. We know that's going to continue to be very prominent, at least in this next academic year. And it's the best way, along with buying tickets and supporting the MAC, that people can directly contribute to the success of our student athletes in the athletic department.
Absolutely. And we've had a big push on our social media when these football players are committing to the next season that we're announcing that, and we're so excited for that. Where do you see WVU athletics going in this next year? I know you have a lot on your plate and a lot of expectations.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting year because the Big 12 has grown rapidly, and those Pac-12 schools are coming in much more quickly than what you would normally see happen. So it's going to be a new league. You're losing OU and Texas, two programs that generally are competitive at the top end. But I think what you saw this year, I mean, how many one-possession games did our football team have? And I think you're going to see that across all sports. It's wide open. We're recruiting right now for a new volleyball coach, and one of the things I've impressed upon them is this league is wide open now. It's anybody's to take. So I think it's going to be really, really exciting. We picked up some great brands, some great locations to visit, places that people will like to get to. It's going to be a fun year, and I think people can really look forward to seeing the Mountaineers position ourselves in this new league in a place that we're competing in all sports.
And Country Roads Trust is starting off the new year with our leadoff banquet for WVU baseball. It'll be the first year that this banquet benefits the NIL Country Roads Trust. So I expect you're going to be there singing a duet with Charles Wesley Godwin.
I mean, I will be there for sure. If he lets me sing, I guess I would sing. It could be our last time to see Coach Mazey cry at the banquet.
Yeah, it is. It probably will be.
I mean, maybe he gets a cameo next year, but how many more of these is he gonna get? I don't know. And so no, it'll be a great year. Coach Mazey puts a lot into that banquet. He loves that banquet, and so I know he's excited. Our student athletes are excited, and this is the first year that it's a partnership with Country Roads Trust. And so you'll be benefiting the trust. You'll be celebrating our student athletes and giving them opportunities and supporting our baseball program. So I'd love to see you there. Charles Wesley Godwin, if you haven't paid attention, he is exploding right now, and so he is. And so it's an opportunity to see him here locally. In a smaller group where you probably get a chance to shake his hand and talk to him, and I don't know how many more of those opportunities there's going to be in the future. So come on out. We'll have a great time together.
All right, Wren, well, we appreciate all of your time this year. It's been a good first year. Looking forward to 2024.
And Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to Amanda, to our friends at Country Roads Trust, and to all of you. We're so thankful for each of you. Hope you have a terrific season of love and appreciation with your family, and hope to see you in Charlotte for the Dukes Mayo Bowl, where we can get our 9th win.
All right.
Thank you.
We'll see you in 2024.